That is our old flat that we outgrew very quickly. Just because it's one of those places where our landlady had it very minimalistic when we viewed it, and we thought it was massive and awesome and brilliant. And then, well, quite frankly, we moved in, and then we saw just how packed it was, really, with all our stuff. There's our bedroom. It's technically a 2-bedroom place, but you'll see the other room in a bit, and it didn't take long to fill that. Those are the built-in cupboards that I despise, actually. I vowed that not only would we not have cupboards like that, but we would really utilise a space above and below where rails hang. And that, it was disgraceful with our kitchen. It didn't have any built-in area to actually put any utensils. So we moved in and we were like, where do we put the knives and forks? And there was not even a single drawer in the whole kitchen. So, and that unit there, that tall unit, Rob actually built that out of my old wardrobe from where the flat I'd moved from. But you can see, I mean, it's a kind of, that whole room is a kitchen, diner, living room, and gosh, I mean, that whole area is actually the size of what was it, Rob? The size of our current living room to kitchen area. Yeah, was at that point what we had to include a dining area as well, and it was just, we loved the whole design of it, and we loved the whole, you know, the mezzanine, the stairs. We just loved it. We loved the beams and everything, but it just was way too small for us, and it was a top floor flat. And we were very lucky to get a brilliant landlady. That's the second bedroom at the top of the mezzanine that you can see now. But I mean, I don't know how we coped in that for 2 years. I mean, that, I'd like to say that it didn't look like that most of the time, but actually it did. And that's, yeah, I look back and, I mean, I was watching this video yesterday as like a nice little throwback, and even Rob, I was like, Rob, look at that, and he was like, oh, I can't even look at it. I can't even look at it. That was what we used as our sort of loft area. But as you can see, we just had so many things, because obviously Rob's got his computer, I've got my sort of computer set up, which at that point was in our living room on kind of a dining area. And that's not including all the tools we've got, the hobbies we're into, the space we generally take up for things like that. So that's our flat anyway. And what you're about to see now is the first viewing I actually did of our new house. So I did this viewing on my own. Rob was at work. I had been made redundant, so but they didn't know that. So I had all the time in the world to go and view places. And so this is the garden, which is, we haven't utilised the garden at the moment because I mean, it's winter. But I'm particularly very excited about, I think Rob is as well, but it will be nice to have a garden and do barbecues. And that's our kitchen. To be honest, even now, we've been here about 2.5 months, kitchen doesn't really look too different. That's our entrance hallway that we've got. And this is the beginning of the living room. It's really weird. Oh, and that's the under the stairs cupboard. You can see there. It's really bizarre actually seeing how different decor is person to person. I like the rug that she's got. I wonder where she got that from. Is that really weird to say? It wouldn't match our living room, but it's a huge rug. Makes me quite happy. Got 2 actually, hasn't she? But yeah, it's interesting. It's definitely, you can definitely tell an age difference between our decor and the lady that lived here before us. She was a lovely lady, and she was how she's got it is very pretty. You know, and even when I was walking around, it just really, she really utilised every room, which is really lovely. The room they're in at the moment is actually our now office, the room I'm sitting in right now. So that's the bathroom, which doesn't look any different. I'm not gonna lie, I mean, it's a bit messier, doesn't look any different. And that is our bedroom, which looks very different. But you know, she's got it the opposite of how we're gonna have it set up with the bed. But and that's our garden through the window. But yes, so that was a bit of a trip down memory lane. That's mental. That's crazy to see that. But that was our starting point. So it's quite a big change for us to go from I'd call it a 1.5 bedroom flat. I wouldn't call the mezzanine area a whole bedroom, but you know, technically it is, but it's kind of not. But to go from that to a 2-bedroom house with a garden with a garage, you don't see the garage on there, but I mean, it's a single garage. Is it a single garage, Rob? Yeah, single garage. But oh my gosh, we filled everything. I mean, even where I'm sitting now, obviously this room's gonna look a bit different as time goes on, especially my side, which is messy, but it's crazy how much stuff you accumulate. You know, and me and Rob, before we lived together in that flat, I lived in my own flat, Rob lived in his own flat, and you just accumulate things, don't you? But now, because like we have absolutely no plan to move from this house for a very long time, this will be our basic. Would you be in agreement, Rob? This is sort of our forever home. Yeah, we love it here and we love the area. I wanted to do a kind of a video of showing what we've just moved from, showing what it looked like before we got our hands on it, because I think it's important. It's important to see the whole journey. There were more videos I took of us in the flats, but quite frankly, they haunt my nightmares. So I'm not gonna impose that on yourselves watching this, because I look back and I don't know how we lived like that for that long, but it's okay because now we're in a house and we're able to physically make the changes, whereas in a flat, in the kitchen, there is so much space above the cupboards, crazy high, and we couldn't utilise it because you're not allowed to put anything in the walls, and everything was listed, or large parts of the flat was listed, so really couldn't touch them. So, and where we live now, nothing's listed, we can go nuts, and it's going to be wonderful. And now the fun begins. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss an episode, and thank you for watching.